Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about Bitcoin. I know it's been a little while since I made another video, but yeah, you guys have been bugging me about it, and here it is. So without further ado, let's jump right into Bitcoin and see what it has in store for us. I don't know, the next couple weeks, months. You asked for a macro, so here it is. Okay, so yeah, I think basically the high for Bitcoin is in. The Prashna said like right around the first week of January you will see a high. Now that wasn't exactly the top, but yeah, it was right in between the two tops, and pretty good for a very old Prashna that was like older than a year or something, maybe older than 1.5 years. I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty okay. Now I think we've seen a high already. Really. Yeah, I think we did. If we look at the chart of Bitcoin right here, I use this chart. It's the chart for the first transaction of Bitcoin, and the person who received it was in Scottsdale, Arizona, so I used that location. We got the Cancer rising, Ashlesha rising. Moon rules the sign of Taurus and Cancer, so Moon is exalted in the sign of Taurus, actually, and is sitting in the 11th house of gains, network circles of Bitcoin itself. So the moment Bitcoin was born, Cancer was rising on the eastern horizon, and the moon was in the 11th house of gains and network circles, and in the financial sign of Taurus. So it makes sense, right? Bitcoin as a crypto asset, crypto in general, just the baby. Anyways, we've had a very auspicious transit of Jupiter right over this moon. So Jupiter is transiting right over this moon, this natal moon of Bitcoin, that is. And right now, currently, it's at 17 degrees of Taurus. So Jupiter is traveling at 17 degrees of Taurus. And the moon and the 11th house cusp are... The 11th house cusp is 23 degrees, and moon is at 26 degrees of Taurus. When Jupiter moves over there, that's massive. That's just awesome. You know, that's a good transit. That's a positive transit. And yeah, so Jupiter is at 17 degrees, so it still has to cross this mark again. It already did so in October, I believe. Jupiter already went over here, and it's gonna it went retrograde, so it went back, and yeah, now it's ready to move over there again for the last time as it makes its way into Gemini. But first, we have Saturn in the sign of Aquarius right now, and Saturn will move into the sign of Pisces. Now, these are two giants, you know. Saturn and Jupiter are two giants. They move society, they move the world pretty much. We've seen a lot of changes, you know, with Trump being reinstated in the White House, and we've seen initiatives like Doge, Government of Efficiency, or something like that. Elon Musk wants to crack down on bureaucracy, something like that. America wants to pull out of the war with Russia, Ukraine, and the EU wants to still go ahead with the war in Ukraine. I mean, everyone's in their own little bubble with Rahu and Pisces right now. And soon Saturn will be moving into the sign of Pisces. And this kind of worries me for the price of Bitcoin as well, because when these giants move, they usually bring dips. You know, they bring uncertainty with the results that usually there's big dips when these planets move signs. So yeah, I'd be wary of that. Like I told you, I think the high is already in. So Saturn will be moving into the sign of Pisces on the 30th of March. And one day before that, we have the solar eclipse in Pisces. Now, the eclipses are also kind of, you know, sometimes can be pretty negative or pretty fearsome for some people. So they'll be selling or, yeah. Those are things to watch out for. So yeah, look for volatility around 29th, 30th of March. Jupiter will hover right over the moon or around around the 17th of April, Jupiter will cross over the Yogi point of Bitcoin. The Yogi point is right at 24 degrees 40, which is auspicious. It's conjunct its natal moon. On the 17th of April, Jupiter will conjoin it, and on the 26th of April, Jupiter will conjoin the moon. And so, you know, we still got some energy, maybe. But yeah, looking at the technical chart, you know, just the price chart of Bitcoin, in my opinion, it looks kind of bearish, but astrologically, I still think there might be a little bit juice to suck left, you know, with this Jupiter and Taurus thing moving over the moon. And yeah, that will be over around 15th of May when Jupiter will move into Gemini. So yeah, Jupiter will be moving into this sign, the sign of Gemini, the 12th house for Bitcoin. That's so Jupiter will no longer be in the 11th house. It will no longer be conjunct its natal moon. It will no longer be conjunct the Lagna Lord. It will no longer be protecting it. So we are losing our blessings or grace of God from Jupiter in the sign of Taurus, but it will be moving into the sign of Gemini. So for some people, for some things, it will be better. For, you know, crypto, it may be a little bit, yeah, a trying time. So what I think is in the price chart of Bitcoin, I think we're going to see this concave down. And perhaps when Jupiter moves back into Cancer, yeah, Jupiter will move into Cancer, I think around September of 2025 or something like that, later this year, September, October. And then it will move back into the sign of Cancer, because it will, Jupiter will transit through Gemini pretty quickly, and then it will enter the sign of Cancer, which is the Lagna for Bitcoin, and Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer, so it should be good. A lot of charts of Bitcoin use the Cancer Lagna, so we can see some reliability there. I like to use this chart. Not a lot of people use it, but it's my personal favorite. Anyways, that should be good, but it's gonna move very quickly into Cancer, and then it's gonna move out again, so I don't know if it's gonna do much. Let's see when it moves back into Cancer indefinitely, and I think that will happen in 2026, I believe. Let me see real quick. So yeah, that will move into Gemini in a few months' time. Yeah, right around October. Right around the 18th of October 2025, Jupiter will move into the sign of Cancer. So it will be a very quick transit through Gemini for a planet as Jupiter, because Jupiter and Saturn move quite slowly, but it will move back into there. So it will only stay here in the sign of Cancer for, Jupiter will only stay in the sign of Cancer for, I don't know, a few weeks maybe. Yeah, so it will go retrograde already around the 15th of November, and then it will go retrograde and back into the sign of Gemini. So I don't think how much support Bitcoin is going to get from those few weeks. That will be right around the October, what was it? Yeah, so Bitcoin may see some support from 18th of October until like December of 2025, when Jupiter moves back into the sign of Gemini again. And these shifts in signs can also bring a lot of uncertainty when we deal with these giants. Like I said, Jupiter and Saturn, you know, they move society, they move big things. So yeah, be wary about that. Be wary with your trades. Be careful with your money. I know, do your own research. You already heard this stuff gazillion times, but I gotta keep mentioning it. So yeah, Jupiter will move back into the sign of Gemini, and then let's see, it will go back into the sign of Cancer in 2026. So summer of 2026, that will be June 2026. the 2nd of June to be specific. So the 2nd of June 2026, Jupiter will move into the sign of Cancer, and that should be theoretically positive for Bitcoin because Jupiter is natural expansion, it's blessings from God, it's all kinds of positive things, and it's a saving grace, you know. It saves you from a lot of calamity. A simple aspect of Jupiter can make life so much better and so much more positive. It's a very friendly aspect usually, and because it's in a friendly sign, the sign of Cancer where it's exalted, that's great. That should be great, theoretically. So yeah, the thing that worries me is Saturn moving into Pisces and then later Jupiter moving into Gemini, because those are the two giants and they probably will bring some shakeups in society and thus also in the financial markets. So yeah, that's basically my stance on Bitcoin for now. So just a quick recap. On the 29th of March, we got the solar eclipse in Pisces. On the 30th of March, we got Saturn transiting into Pisces. On the 17th of April, we've got Jupiter conjunct the Yogi Point, which is positive. On the 26th of April, we got Jupiter conjunct the Moon, which is also positive. And then on the 15th of May, we got Jupiter transiting into Gemini. So that's basically, yeah, for the upcoming few months. And yeah, so perhaps we're gonna see some down movement pretty soon, and hope to see everything coming up again when Jupiter moves into Cancer in the summer of 2026. So perhaps we get a big concave, big crash, or a big pullback, and probably start back crawling up again in a few months' time. So if you have any Prashnas questions to time the bottom for Bitcoin, when is the bottom for Bitcoin, when is the high, when is the top for Bitcoin, just shoot me a message, shoot me an email. I'll leave a link in the description below. So yeah, you can reach out to me. And if you want me to make more of these fantastic videos where I dive into the astrology of Bitcoin and perhaps some other stuff that you would like me to cover, please hit the like button and subscribe below, and don't forget to ring the bell icon wherever it is, here, there, I don't know, you'll find it out. And yeah, see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and till next time, bye now.